Hello, Mata-chan. Yo. That's so long it goes off screen. Hello. What the boy doing? Actually, first programming related stream in a while. So, definitely happy to be back doing all of that stuff. Yeah. OMG, it's daylight? Yeah, not streaming at like the middle of the night. Yeah. Oh my. Yes. Well, yeah, so this is how the timing happened to work out for when it would be good for me to stream. Well, actually, I have until noon-ish till I gotta do stuff. But, yeah. Before then, we're finishing up a dialogue system. Yeah, first time touching Unity in like 2 weeks or something. So, before that, I was doing a bunch of other programming, well, some other programming work that I wasn't able to stream as much, textbook work, studying for a midterm, studying so much for a midterm, and then writing a big essay. Did a big essay on Rubik's Cube yesterday, so woo. At least you get a normal bedtime. Yeah, it's funny. A few weeks ago, my sleep schedule was like inverted, but then I got it fixed, I guess. But yeah, I spent all of yesterday, actually all of the weekend, writing a huge, like, 1,000 word essay on Rubik's Cubes. Mainly, like, the history of Rubik's Cubes. Talking about the creator and talking about tournaments. A decent bit. So that was cool. I can tell you so many Rubik's Cube facts right now. You have no idea. Now I get a crazy bedtime instead. Awesome. I mean, during the week, yeah. It's because I played Outlast, or because, more specifically, I was so determined to finish the game before I stopped the stream, so that it was like 6 a.m. or something when I stopped the stream. So, yeah, Rubik's Cubes? Yes. Indeed. Did you know it was called the Magic Cube when it first came out, and they changed the name to make it less likely to run into copyright issues when they went international, because it started in Hungary? I can go on. I can list a bajillion things. It was made in 1974 by Erno Rubik, a Hungarian architect and a teacher. And no, I'm just sharing my pain. Oh yeah. Also, this is a thing without context. So what we're doing today is actually a project I thought I was done with, but I learned that I'm not, and that is. So we made this, well, okay, actually, there's two parts of this. There's two different Unity projects. This was like the part A, and then there's like the part B. This part A was, it's like on the roads to a dialogue system. Part B is the proper, fully fleshed dialogue system. But basically, this has a pretty cool feature where I can go like, blah. Did you see those languages change? And I can go like, blah. And I can go like, blah. And no, there's not actual translation code going on here. It's just, it's all hard-coded, like what the actual words are. But that's okay. But just the fact that you have the different options would be like if you had an options menu in the game and then you flip the languages and it's like, oh, cool, awesome. It changes as games do. So that's what we're having to just modify a little bit. Also, I just got these random guys here. Well, actually, I made them, but like, so they're not completely random. But yeah, got these guys here. Rotten Reginald and his inverse. What was his name? What was it? Bandit Blueginald. I was about to call him Blueberry or something, but like Barry being his name or whatever. But I forgot I came with this name instead, and it's so much better because it's so much stupider. Nice indeed. Bandit Blueginald. All right. Let me pull up, I'm just having to do off-screen pull up the assignment description stuff. Un momento. Yeah, okay, so please include a more detailed readme of exactly what you did, / what challenges you may have faced, / choices you made. Fine. So with this one, I actually don't have to change anything. I just have to, actually, yeah, so I didn't even really need to open the project. Well, I did to actually look through and see the stuff that I had to do and all that. So let me go to where the project is currently saved. Over yonder. Blarg and Blarg, and it's here. It's here. Okay. I guess I'm. Read me. Blarg. So, I just spent all of yesterday doing so much writing, and now I gotta do it again. Nah, although this is different. This is not as bad. Not as bad by a long shot. So sad face, yeah, but it's just I guess so because this project is weirder than the others, or more specifically, it was a lot more open ended in that there's like a lot of different ways you can sort of tackle the problem of making the localization manager thing. They want a bit of a description of like how did you go about doing this, because reading other people's code being difficult. Just make that easier for the marking. Probably something I maybe should have done initially, but oops. Oh well. So I gotta do this, but then part B is gonna be I have to do some changing of coding where I made a dialogue system that only really works in the editor, and I just have to sort of expand it to actually working in the game view. So that's what we'll be doing in the most like rudimentary way possible. It doesn't have to be fancy. It can work like it's held together with duct tape. It just needs to work. Okay. Right. How am I doing this? I have to remember how my own dialogue system works. Right. And then how to actually type this out. So this is my localization manager. It's with a Z, right? I think so. I can spell. Oh, my essay writing yesterday made my brain is oozing out my ears in regards to any literary abilities. I don't know. So the main thing I have to explain is that the whole thing with the dialogue system works off having one scriptable object for each bit of text, but then in that scriptable object there's a list for all the language. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. I should explain the language amount first. Oh, come on. Why are you? Come on. Okay. Language list. I should explain that first. Let's sort of rough out my explanation, and then I can turn it into more proper sentences. This is just like when I was writing my essay. Okay. So, whoops. So, okay, something like, First, there is a scriptable object, language list, that keeps track of all the language names and the currently active language. Actually, I'm gonna also make this capital because it's kind of like a proper noun, I think. Oh no, I should. Oh wait. I should wait. Do I start with explaining the? Ruby, I need to take a shower. No problem, Matcha-chan. Thanks for dropping by. Yeah. Hopefully, when I get past this into the more. Things just got really bright on my webcam. Oops. Might just go and fix that. I will come back. All right. Hopefully, I'll be here when you get back. I might not be if it. Well, we'll see. Let me just. What happened here? Or it's because the daylight outside. Let me do something. Oh, did the sun blow up? Yeah, maybe. It snowed. The first snow of where I live, and that's saddening. Okay, so I'm like. Let me put these back to my normal settings where I go like, oh, why am I blue? Hold on. I'm not supposed to be blue, but using my tongue as a measure of saturation. Okay, hold on. I'm not done yet. I just need to. Sometimes closing this, turning off my webcam, and then turning it back on leads to interesting results. It's kind of there. Maybe turn down the gain a little bit. Okay, let me go more on the orange side of things. Not too much. Still a little less. If I go pure white, then I look kind of pale. Something like that. That's probably fine. Okay. This is fine. That's probably fine. This looks like an open window into the sun. But this is a curtain. That's how bright the sun is right now, I guess. Well, actually, okay, I mean, it looks a lot brighter in the webcam than it does in the real life. But whatever. Okay, so I think actually first I should talk about the localization manager. Start by opening the custom editor window through. Hello, kid. Hi, Dad. With that. Hello. Welcome back to the stream. You've caught me a few times now with basically right near the start of my streams, but now I'm finally back to doing actual proper game development stuff. So that's pretty cool. As opposed to like everything, like all the essay writing stuff I was doing over the last few days. That's finally done now. I mean, funnily enough, I'm having to do a bit of writing stuff right now for this programming thing, but that's just how that be sometimes. More specifically, I have this dialogue system thing that I made that I just have to explain more of how it works. So I'm just writing that out real quick in a README. And then I have to make some actual programming improvements to the dialogue system, making it work properly in the game view, where right now it mainly just works in the editor. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Start with the custom editor window. But like first, yeah, I'm explaining how this localization part of it works, because it's got to do that. Custom editor window through custom. You dare say that to Delo? You dare say hello? Oh my. No. I don't know. Custom editor localization window. I guess that's what I called it. Oh, that reminds me of emote stuff. I might actually change my custom emote today. Ideally. So, well, maybe. I wanted to do these two things first, but then I might actually change my my one custom emote that I have right now. Because right now it's just whatever the default is. So, yeah. So I'll figure out that. I have ideas. I have ideas of two things. Actually, I think I'm pretty settled on what it's going to be. Mainly, it's going to be the face of me being scared from my own code, because I think it's funny. So that or the up-close picture of Reginald, but I'm leaning more towards the one of my face. Because I think that could be more applicable in terms of other people spamming it in different situations or something. I don't know. So I opening custom editor. Oh, and by the way, actually, I'll open this up because I have the imaged. Well, I have to make it cleaner. It's a bit, the edges of it aren't photoshopped quite as good as I'd like them to be, but, okay, other matter, localization window. From here, you can change the active language in the, via, gotta sound fancy, via the drop down. And you can change the name of the active language with the below text field. Something like that. If you press the new language button. I might be going more in depth in this explanation than I need to, but yeah. It will create. Actually, I'd like to hold off on this for a second because I want to explain how the language stuff gets saved, so I can say pressing the new language button and say what it actually does to the scriptable objects. Okay. So after I say the stuff that you can change the name of that. So in the resources folder, this sentence. In the resources folder, there's a scriptable object language list that keeps track of all the language names and the currently active language. Hey, one hit! Hi! Oink oink. Hello. Yeah, catching a lot of people that I don't see too much. Yeah, finally, one, I'm back to streaming in general, and two, I guess I'm streaming at a different time than I usually am, by half a day. So yeah, we're doing a bit more writing in terms of explaining how some code is working. So that's what we're working on currently. But then we'll be doing some programming for making a dialogue system work nicely, or like a dialogue system that we wrote a little bit ago, making that work in the game view, because right now it only really works in the editor. So yeah. Okay, keep track of all the language names and the currently active language. Okay. What am I doing now? So the scriptable object language list that keeps track of all the language names and the currently active language list. If you press the new language button, it will add a new element to this list. And it'll add a new element to this list. What am I writing? I think it's called new language. Which can then be renamed. There we go, something like that. Okay, that explains the making of language stuff. Now I want to explain the text part, which as an example is like this speech bubble. Whoops. What? Oh, I forgot I forgot I did this weirdly, but it works. Or the speech bubbles are in the scene part of things, and the text itself is in the canvas part of things, so it's kind of disjointed, but that's okay. It does not matter for this little example. Okay. So okay, so how am I doing this? So each okay, so for any text in the game, one must I don't know how I'm wording this like this, but whatever. Attach text localization script and supply the text to use. This is done as a scriptable object called hold on. I need to see the name. What's the name of the scriptable object called? I think it's called in-game text. In-game text. I'm gonna reword this. This is done as an in-game text scriptable object. The objects are stored in the resources folder with organization depending on how it's used, e.g. E.g. having all of Reg. I went back to calling him Reginald here. Oh, I have a disconnect. I'm gonna call him Reginald. Reginald, like with the D. For no other reason than I can, and it. Actually, I did everywhere but once, so whatever. Yeah, okay. Okay. Having all of Reginald's dialogue for a level in one place, or having all the options menu text in one place. I'm just sort of now explaining the conceptual organization as why this is a good system, or whatever. Okay, for any text, one must attach a text localization script and supply the text to use. This is done as an in-game text scriptable object. The objects are stored in the resources folder with organization depending on how it's used. Okay, so then I need to explain on and in game text. What part syncs this up? What part does that? I forget. I need to go find this. There's a part that like syncs up the length of this list with the length of the length of the list with the length of what am I trying to say? Of the how many languages there are. That's what I'm trying to say. Jeez. So anytime I mess with the active language or update languages, that's this. When do I call this? I do it whenever I add a new language. Okay. No, what? I swear I do it one more time. What? Excuse me? I do it here? No, or that is that place. What? Wait. What? What changes the lengths? I don't understand. Or more specifically, what did it just now? What? I'm confused. Here, let me do something. Was it this? It had to be this function that got called. I don't see. Maybe I'm misreading something, but based on my remembering of understanding of how this code works, update languages only gets called when. Oh wait. That's it. It was just a count, or no, that's not it. But okay, let me just see this. I'm just trying to remember how my own code works so that I can write about how it works. So, okay, console. I'm gonna put down here. So when do you update? Oh. What's calling that? Okay, so it is running. What's calling it though? It's good. I just want to know why. Like I want it to be called pretty frequently. I just want to know why. What? Okay, is it one of these? Is it one of these? Or is there like a debug.log? Okay, well. Which of these is printing? My bet's on the bottom one, I think? It is. But that bit of code is only supposed to run when this text field has a blank value. Weird. If new active language is not equal to blank. Oh, what? Oh, wait, there's more of the cases. What? Oh, I didn't even have this in the right place. This is meant to just be here. Is that an L? Yeah, as I'm being a dumb. So it's definitely not, it's not calling both. This calls when I press a button. That's easy to see that that's not working. So I guess it has to be, oh wait, oh this is not, oh wait, I'm an idiot. Never mind. No, I understand the problem here. I had this backwards. Never mind, we're good. This is meant to run in an update kind of fashion. We're good. Okay. I need to know how that worked. On an in-game text. So it happens in the localization, like on the window editor thing itself. Yeah. Awesome. So, okay, so what am I, okay, let's see here. There will be, list of strings corresponding to the different languages. List of strings corresponding to the list of languages. The length of this is kept in sync with the language list. Or I should say, the custom window keeps the length of these texts in sync with the language list. When a language is deleted, the remaining languages are shuffled around. Not really shuffled around. Are the texts in order, wait, in the same, to keep the text paired with the right languages. The main languages are reordered. Whoosh. Okay, something like that. Yep. So is there any part I'm missing here? This is my localization manager. Start by opening the custom editor window through custom editor localization window. From here, you can change the active language via the drop down, and you can change the name of the active language with the below text field. In the resources folder, there's a scriptable object language list that keeps track of all the language names in the currently active language. If you press the new language button, it'll add a new element to this list called new language, which can, is it new language? I don't remember if that's the actual name. It is, okay. Good. Oh, there's my stream notification thing. Yeah, okay. Then it can be renamed. For any text in the game, one must attach a text localization script. I'm gonna, because this is like a proper noun, I'm just gonna capitalize these. Yeah. And supply the text to use. This is done as an in-game text scriptable object. The objects are stored in the resources folder with organization depending on how it's used, e.g. having all of originals dialog for one level in one place, or having all the options menu text in one place. On an in-game text, there will be a list of strings corresponding to the different languages. The custom window keeps the length of these strings of text in sync with the different language list. With the language list. Okay. I guess I'm capitalizing these. So I would like to just say that in each array, how it actually shows the name of the language, it's not just a list that doesn't have those names. So list of strings corresponding with the different corresponding to the different languages. With the language names being the headers of the different elements. Okay, yeah. When a language is deleted, the remaining languages are reordered to keep the texts paired with the right languages. Okay, that's pretty good. I just kind of want one last conclusion-y kind of sentence. Well, actually, I have the thing here, how I was supposed to modify this. Also, maybe say what challenges you faced. With one of the hardest challenges. This was programming wise. Making it something about how having the scriptable having the script just in general, the scriptable objects not lose all their data when closing and reopening Unity. So something like this. Having the scriptable objects not lose all their data when closing and reopening Unity. I had to learn that when you change a scriptable object in code, you actually to tell Unity that you changed it. Whereas having scriptable objects not lose all their data when closing and reopening Unity, I had to learn. Okay. I also like one last sentence. So in short, one scriptable object is used for each text in the game, and the contents. Oh, and which element? Oh wait. Well, how do I word this? So in short, one scriptable object is used for each bit of text in the game, or each text field, I guess, field in the game, with the contents of the scriptable object having each language variation of that text. The language list is then accessed to know the currently active language. All right, I'm satisfied with that. Let's submit this thing again. Am I happy with this? I think so. Is there anything else I wanted to change? I don't think so. Okay. And I didn't actually comment the code, but hopefully that's fine. It should be fine. Okay, so now with my time assignment to submission thing. How did I do this before? Right. So I did this in a minute. Copy these guys over to here, or actually delete this. Paste this. Wait for that to copy, delete the library folder, and then blah blah. I could have just deleted the library folder in the one place, but I liked having the two copies. The original that's not modified, where I don't delete any folders that will then make it take a million years to open with Unity again. But then the copy where I delete those things that you don't need when you're like for other people to open it. Like when you send Unity things off, usually you delete the library folder because it's a big folder, but that you don't need, or like when you don't have it, Unity takes a while to open because it has to rebuild the library folder, but it doesn't break your project. It's mainly just like your personal settings with like, how do you have the things in the scene view like moved around? Not scene view, like your Unity editor, how do you have the windows moved around and stuff like that? What windows do you have open? What are your like other like settings that you got going on? That kind of stuff. That doesn't affect the actual game itself. Okay, so I guess while I wait for that, now I'm gonna open the next project. So, okay, this would be dialog editor. Should update Unity at some point. It has an update, but I'll get that at some point. BRB, all right, one hit. Now we're getting into more maybe interesting stuff. We'll see. But more something that isn't actually programming. I'll probably have to write the same kind of explanation thing there, but actually might not be as long. We'll see. Because this project is supposed to then build off of the last project. So, but I need to actually make some modifications, and probably an explanation there would be a good thing to have. Where if I talk about what was the hardest thing with that, the hardest thing with that was definitely the Xnode stuff. Just figuring out how to use Xnode. More specifically, getting an array of output nodes that I could like modify. That proved to be quite challenging, but we ended up figuring it out. This is taking a little bit. I'm gonna take a quick break. Not a quick break. I'm gonna take like a few second break, like a 5-minute break, let's say, to go get water and such. While I wait for this to open, I'm just sitting around anyway. So I will be right back. Blah. Hello, hello. I, Mata-chan, you're back. I'm back as well. I stepped away a bit for a second while I was waiting for the Unity thing to open, but now I'm running into a weird issue where I can't. Well, let me zip this folder. Oh wait, first thing I forgot to delete library folder stuff. I'll do that. But it's weird. It's not letting me do the compressed zip folder thing, but I'll deal with that in a moment. I can delete logs. What other folder I can maybe delete? Like user settings, maybe? I won't worry about it because those are pretty tiny folders. What about now? It is. Okay, phew. So there was something weird in that library folder. I think it had to do with like really long file path names or something causing weird issues, but okay, that's fine. That was worrisome for a second. I didn't want to spend all day having to Google why that wasn't working. But yeah. We're basically done this one bit of adjusting I had to do, and then we're on to the next one, which is making... So I have a dialogue system that only works in the editor right now. I have to make it work actually in the game. So, with the... Whoops, okay. I'm just typing the thing for me submitting my school project, having it be off screen because it's directly on my school website and all that. Here's my little with the accompanying... the accompanying the readme file. Accompanying readme. I just changed the text here. One moment, I'll be done this in a second. Enjoy. Here's hearing me mumble about things I'm doing off screen, but that's all right. Proceed. Submit. All right, that is good. We're good to go there. Next is dialogue editor. All right, let's do this now. So I'll have to make the same kind of a README thing. I'll worry about that later. Yeah, right. This guy's face. Yes. What is happening to my webcam? Yeah. Is that because of a massive change in saturation, or is that more of a gain thing? I mean, I can be all black and white. It's funny how the main thing that changes when I do this is my cubes. Hold on, but it's I'm good. Well, that's not what I want. Is this better? I don't like that it's darker, but I mean, with this with a higher gain, maybe. That does not seem right. That the gain should have to be that high. Weird. I don't want to be oversaturated. I don't want to be pink. Something like that, I guess. I don't know. Sure. Look a bit pale now, but whatever. It's fine. All right. So this is the thing. This is this. So we have this dialogue system thingy where, oh yeah, X node. Right, so here's how the different parts are. This is pretty cool. I didn't actually make the node part. This was from a library thing that I found that I then had to spend a while just figuring out how to actually use it. So, yes. Okay, I'm just trying to remember how I did this. Face kind of creepy though. Yeah, it's just this guy's face, which is zoomed in because I thought it was funny. I'm not actually submitting it with this. His eyes. Yes, his eyes. Yeah, I just thought it was funny. I was going to potentially make that one of my emotes, but I might not. Or I think I have a better one instead. So maybe that'll be like the next one or something. I don't know. We'll see. But so this dialogue system, it starts at a certain point. Oh, I have nothing dictating what's the starting one. But then like these go to these, blah, 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 blah. There's different like choices. Ooh, right. Oh yeah, middle clicking a button also makes it work. Or right clicking. It's weird, but oh well. Oh god, the time lag is insane. Oh, is it? Ooh, fun. refreshing the stream might help. Sometimes it helps. Maybe. Let me put my phone over here. Away from the microphone. Okay, so I'm gonna assume that that's fine. Hopefully. I'm from the past, and I'm from the future. Yeah. Yeah. So each of these, so this uses the language system that I had before, where basically this dialogue thing has a reference to a scriptable object. On that, it has. This is behind my head now. Hold on. You can kind of see it. Yeah, there. Yeah. Text. And then these are the text of the different options and their different language versions of them. Yeah, you can add new choices, you can delete choices. It all structures how it's supposed to, so that's cool. And then, yeah, you can have different amounts of choices. You can have one that actually ends, one that's like it wraps around to the beginning, or it wraps around over here. So that's pretty neat. So now, though, what I need to do is, actually, I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do this off the top of my head. I'll have to figure that out. But I need to get, hold on, let me just open this. This thing to work in the editor. Or work in, actually in the scene view. To be able to actually click through it in the game. So, yeah. Which means that we're not going to have this guy. Oh, it's frozen. Okay, so rather than, how do I want to do this? So I'm going to do it as, simply as, cheaply as possible. First of all, let's get rid of him. Oh, this had a green background? Okay, sure. So I want to do a canvas with, yes, I'll need a canvas. That's not what I was going for. I was going for panel. Panel, where I do a little bit something like this. Okay, this inspector's gonna be a little bit off screen for you guys. If I put it like there, it's only being blocked by chat a little bit. If I do a little bit of this, and a little bit of, let's go, 100 on all sides? 100, 100, 100, 100. And then have this do, let me do another thing. Scale screen size with a reference of 1600 and 900. Okay, then this is going to have some text inside it. Basically kind of matching the sort of thing of the nodes where I have text up here, and this is like prompt text. I want this to overflow because I don't want problems with that. Have it be all centered. It has to be a lot bigger. There we go. Okay. Prompt text. And then we need shoot. I need an array. No, this is gonna be more hard than I thought now that I think about it. I'll need an array of buttons where I'll have to actually spawn the array of buttons. Funny thing is I've literally made a Unity tutorial on such a thing, so hopefully I can handle it. That was the, I think, 4th tutorial that I had ever made. So that's something. But I'll have to make, okay, so the button prefab, anyway. So what size are you going to have? Something like that, maybe, with a little bit of this. Answer text. These are just temporary things at the moment. But, okay, prompt text, answer button. Yes. So answer text. The actual button itself, because it's going to need to, be able to support having a ton of text in it, so for whatever the longest bit of answer is. How am I going to do that? Unless... Wait. No, I thought I had a better idea, but never mind. Also didn't mean to do that. Let's go 1,000 by 200. that might be fine. We'll see. We shall see. Okay, and yeah, I'll worry more about the formatting when I get the stuff in there. So if this is a prefab, I don't have a prefabs folder, do I? No, let's make one. Capital, thank you. Prefabs. And there, whoops. We'll have answer button. Okay, so now, as a test thing, where are my resources? Dialogue test, NPC interaction 1. If I have prompt text, have a localization text thing, local text localization, where the text to use is NPC interaction 1. There we go. Got that text there. The problem is if it gets too big, but I will worry about that. Like I'll look at that like more so when we. It just needs to work enough for like this example. So yeah. Then the text here. This text needs to have the same thing where it's going to use. For now, let's say this text. Okay. Probably make that answer a little bit smaller. And yes, I can fiddle with the formatting all day long, but it's fine. Might just change the. Actually, like this doesn't look terrible. I mean, like it could look a whole lot worse. I'm tempted to. Let's go purple and green. I guess that's not what I was going to go for originally, but okay. Yeah, sure, why not? Or like I don't know. I'm bad with colors. Purple and yellow. I guess. Or not. Green and yellow. But anyway, yeah, and I can change the text color too. But nah, it's fine. It's fine. I just like it. It looks like I put slightly more work into it if it's not the default button colors. So let's apply the prefab. Apply. So now what I need to do, I don't know how this is going to control where to start. I don't have. I mean, this is meant to like repeat and all that. So what I need. Hold on. I'll probably put this on the panel. Basically, what I'm going to do is have code on the panel that accesses that node thing. I guess more specifically, it needs a currently active node somehow. So I might have to incorporate that into this. This doesn't have a system for what's currently active. It's sort of, I think, but anyway. So we'll be figuring that out. So I think on the panel, what do I call this? Let's call it like dialogue panel. Sure. And this is gonna have a script that we're gonna write right now. Okay, script. We'll call it dialogue panel, I suppose. And now I'm also gonna have to dig through how bits of like other parts of my program work, but hopefully we'll be able to sort that out. And I got 2 hours until I gotta go, so let's see if we can maybe finish this before then. Make that the challenge. And that's gonna be, well, it's gonna be highly dependent on if I run into problems or not. Sorry, it seems like I gotta go. Fair enough. All right, Matcha-chan. Well, thanks for dropping by. Hopefully, hopefully this will go well. Good luck, Bruda. Thank you. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is, so what is this going to do specifically? Move some of these things. Hold on. Let me just put the empty code on here. Blah. So what does this need to do? So it needs to, I think just at first, okay. So it needs a reference to, let's worry about just the prompt text. Like that'll be our starting thing. Or our starting like thing that we want to just test getting working or whatever. Is just have it sync the prompt text with the prompt text of the dialogue thing. If I hit next, it'll just go to like the top one or something like that. And make it so it doesn't break when it gets to end. I imagine that's something we want to do. Okay, so in order to get reference to this, so I think it's like dialogue graph, I believe is the name of the graph itself. And And then this is going to be public. Am I just going to drag and drop it? I'm going to drag and drop it. That'll be so much easier than trying to have code that gets like a private reference to it. The dialog graph. Let's call this like dialog test or whatever. Test. It's the dialog graph of the test dialog, I guess. So I'm gonna need like a. Does this have a like active node? Okay, what options do you have here? Add node, clear copy, names nodes. Okay. So you have your reference to your nodes dot. So is that an array? Can I go like this and now I have an individual node? No. What's nodes then? All nodes in the graph. Yeah, you're a list. Huh. Okay. Well, yeah, nodes dot. Oh, add range capacity. Yeah. Can find. This is just normal list stuff. So why? Or wait. Oh, it's square brackets. I'm an idiot. Right? Yeah. I've spent a while not in C#, but in Python. Python and C++ and going back and forth between the two. Oof. Okay, so now I can get individual things. So I want to see what node 0 is. Is node 0 guaranteed to be the starting node? Probably not. I don't know how it makes its list of nodes other than maybe just the order that they're created. But the order that they're created isn't necessarily the starting node. So in order to have a starting node, I see two options here. Each dialog thing has some kind of check mark box thing that's like, I'm the currently active node or whatever. Or I make a special, new type of node called start. So then it starts by finding that start one and seeing what it's connected to, and then that's the start of the dialog interaction. And then even this end one, either I can have it know like if there's no connections then it's done, or I can have it connect to in a node that's called end, and then that knows to like close out of the system. Kind of similar actually to the animation controller graph where it has an entry and an exit. So similar to that. Okay, yeah, that's my idea. I think that's what I'm going to try and do. So that means we're going to make a node called start. So this is dialog node editor, dialog node editor. Okay. So I want to duplicate both of these. Yes, and then change their names. Oh, I didn't mean to duplicate the editor script, but hold on. Oh, I was confused when things changed. Backspace goes up in folders. Okay, fair enough. Okay, so come on. So what I need is start node. I'll worry about the start one first. I don't know if I'm gonna need an exit one. We'll see when we get there. Oh, hold on, not changing that. I want to duplicate this and then change the duplicate. Okay. So let's do this then. Oh, I remember all this. Yay. Oh shoot, I had commented out code that I never got rid of. Oops. I don't even remember what that commented code did. So again, I'll say, oops. So first thing is just that, yeah, I can close some things here. No, come on. Dialog graph editor, dialog graph, node editor, language list, dialog panel. Okay, so the first thing is that changing the names, just changing the names of the scripts, simply. Start node editor. Are things being so slow? And then start node. Probably will be less or be happier with that. Okay, what was this? In the code that actually comes from, what was this? Oh, this had to do with my attempt at getting, this had to do with a different attempt at keeping the text in sync with their corresponding, text thingies. So I guess I don't need that. I shouldn't, obviously. It was working and with this commented out, so I know this is fine continuing to be commented out. Okay, so instead, also, yeah, remove some of the stuff at the top there, hopefully. So all start node needs to be is it's just a blank node with a connection, but something on it that I can easily identify it in code, where I'm like, go get the starting node, the single starting node that there should be. I guess, do I throw problems if there's more than one? Nah, that's probably fine. So this doesn't need a reference to anything. Start node. Input. Oh, it won't even have an input one. It'll only have an output. Fascinating. I mean, that's something unique to this node. This is if I wanted to do that way, but I don't. There's probably a better way. Okay. So public empty called. I'll call it just exit or. Something like that. I don't know. So none choices. I don't need any of this, right? I don't think so. I think I can literally just kind of do this. Like this is a blank node. It's just meant to, yeah, be a starting place thing. So on header or body GUI, is there anything? Do I need anything of this? Before I delete things willy-nilly. What was port field? Oh, port field had to do with, oh, this was a custom drawing the node. Oh yeah, if I delete that, then it won't draw the thing. Oops. Let's go exit. Oh yeah, this draws them. This is the way to draw it without caring about the actual name of it. Okay. Right, so that is actually something I want to keep. Cool. Okay. Oh, come on. Okay. I think the rest of this I'm fine to get rid of, though. I don't use the graph. I don't even use this. No, yes I do. Okay. The header itself now. I get some of these things and I don't use them, I'm just realizing. I don't use either of those there, do I? Like, I don't even use them in here. How about that? Do I even use the graph? I don't. How about that? All right, well, slowly cleaning this up. I'm gonna get rid of this fixed node width, so it'll just be whatever width it decides to be. Actually, that might be a problem. We'll see. Errors? No errors. Oh, right. That would make sense. Code that I didn't finish writing. Of course, it's not going to work properly. That just makes sense. Oh, okay, error still. Error's behind my head, but oh, no, well, they're gone now. Hopefully, it's fine. So let me go make a start node. Oh, you hate that. Oh, no. Value cannot be null. What value is null? Oh, no. It does not like this. What did I do? I just copied the thing. Or do you not like that this is literally empty? Is that a something you have a problem with? Let me make a random variable that I don't use. I shouldn't have need the node width. Or maybe because it's empty, having a like node width that tries to draw it with like size 0 or something, or I don't know. Would be my possible guesses. Oh no. Let me delete the start node. Can I just delete it from here? But I don't know if I have to delete it and remake it for it to fix itself. What is your problem? You say, it's behind my head, but like I can read verbally what I'm saying, or what I'm seeing. The argument null exception value cannot be null, but I don't know what value that is. Here, let's put the console down here. Draw nodes on GUI. Could it have to do with my manual drawing of the port field? Isn't it base.on.gui? If I just do that, then it will... Oh, or do you not like me having a big... I accidentally kept a begin horizontal without having the end horizontal. Did you not like that, perhaps? I can see that being an issue. No? Why is this still a problem? Is this a problem in this like forever now, or like if I make a new dialog graph, will the new one have this problem? Okay. Start node. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Just wanted to confirm. What do you have a problem with? I just want an empty node. Why is that hard? Or do you need? There's no way you need at least one input node. That can't be right. Oops. I'll try doing that just to see what happens. Just trying any possible configuration of things just to see what could work. I could try making these not be the empty class there. Okay. Nope, still not liking this. My dictionary is getting a problem. I'm with the same key has already been added. I'm gonna hope that's not a problem. Okay, why do you not like this? What's your problem? Oh, custom editor type of. Oh, that's okay, messed that up. Fair enough. Fair enough. I don't know if that's what caused the problem. Oh, and even. Yeah, just completely didn't even copy a lot of this right. Oops. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Please tell me that's what the problem was. Yes! Haha! Okay, so there we go. Deleting this, going back to the other one. Delete you, go back to you. There we go. So, okay, putting this back to normal. How it was but a moment ago. Just having... First of all, those back to empty. I don't want the input one. I don't want this. Drawing the port field to not have a label. I'll let the header do its thing. Consistency when formatting or something. Cool. Oops. Okay. Well, you did draw with a thing. That's what I wanted you to not do. Is that not what I override here? Oh, no, I know why. I know why. Because I do this. Yes. Now let's see what it does. Because this was drawing the same node twice. Oh, well. That's not what this is supposed to do. It should be, just a node coming out the end there. Preferably. What if I just did this? So if I didn't override that part. Hey, there we go. Awesome. Now the length of this, let's see what happens if I don't put anything. It might be too small, so I might need to put just a little bit of length. We'll see. Oh, well, that's fine. Yeah. Just empty start node, going to the start of things, and then perhaps an exit node at the end. I'm gonna hold off on that though, because I just don't know if I need an exit node. We'll see. Yeah. I'll hold off on that for now. Okay, cool. That wasn't as bad as it could have been, or like I was expecting that to like maybe have more problems. I mean, it had a lot of problems, but like could have been harder. Well, I guess we're not out of the woods yet, so I shouldn't speak too soon. But now what I want to do is actually get that node, get that start node. So how can we do that? Well, okay. So I mean, the first thing I could do is to dialog test dot nodes. What is nodes 0 going to be? Actually, I think I have an answer to this. Nodes 0 it's going to go off of this list, I bet. So yeah, I do have the luxury, I guess, that yeah, I do have the luxury that each or that the start node is its own type, so I can test for the types. So I guess I could just go through the whole list, do a for loop. Only in start, it's probably fine, and it's not that many nodes. So for I. Or wait, what am I doing? For each node, there's like X node. Wait a minute. Wait, what is your type? No, because the dot nodes, because the problem with this is that the actual nodes, their like type of nodes are different. Actually, I don't know how I test that. X nodes graph dot nodes. So X node dot node. Okay. Well. Call it node in this list. Something like this. So then I want to say if node dot how would I know? So I would know if it has no inputs. Dot name. What is your name? Will your name be start? Ideally, I want to do this in a nice performant way or whatever. Can I print? I can. Okay. I don't know if it's gonna be start with a capital. I'm actually just gonna. Well, I'll keep that in there for the moment. I'm just gonna print this just so I can see what this is, because I'm curious. So it might be something I want. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. I don't know. So that should run on start, so I should see that immediately. Or not. Oh, you don't have a reference to the dialog graph. Okay, let's give you that. Why do you not? Oh, because this just would have been null, I guess, so they didn't run. Oh wait, I'm an idiot. I'm not going into start. Of course, I'm so used to like doing all this editor stuff where things just happen immediately. Ha. Dialogue 6 times, start, and hey, okay, so it worked. So just the name is fine. Perfect. So now we know we found the start node. So I just kind of want to save that in a variable, or actually, so I imagine I need a current active node, public node, public x node active node, or something. And then, in order for this, I'm going to need using x node. Is that what I use there? No. X node editor. It's not just x node? Or from that, then I can just do node. Is that what it is? Yeah. All right. Oh, same here. Awesome. So active node equals node dot the next one. So not start, but I just use start to get what the first actual node should be. How do I, since now here's what, or not inputs. So now I see like, how do I actually use the outputs to get the next node? Definitely possible. So outputs, I know for a fact that it only has one output, so I'm not gonna bother going through them all. I know this has exactly one. Or, oh, maybe you don't like that. Why don't you like that? Oh. Iterate over all outputs on this node. Oh, you're weird. Right. Can I not? Would it be possible for me to just not? Get output port. Oh yeah, that's what I want. Returns the output port which matches field name. I don't know the field name. I just want to say get your next thing. Get what you're attached to. Is there a better thing I could be using here? I'll maybe Google things in a second, but actually, I guess I know that it'll be called exit. Potentially. The problem here is that just the code I'd have to be Googling through is not very well documented, so it might take a while to try to dig through that sort of stuff. Okay. So this is something like get output port based on its field name. So I'm pretty sure its field name was exit, so that might be fine. So then the node that is connected to just this maybe? Okay. So if I just run this like this, let's just see if it gets the right active node, and then we'll continue. Let me stop having it maximize on play. Oh no. Oh no. No. Object reference not set to an instance of an object. Great. Was it exit? I thought it was called exit. Or was it exit lowercase? It's exit lowercase. Okay, fair enough. The cases matter. So it would seem. Hey! No! What? Oh. Oh, that didn't do what I thought. Okay. It put the starting node as the active node when that's not what it should do. It should be putting like what start is immediately attached to should be the start. Okay, so I guess this dot node is getting the node that's attached to this port. Fine. So there's probably some other thing to get what we're attached to. How do we do that? Oh, right, because it can be returns the first non-null connection. Okay. Excuse me? Node ports. Node? Maybe? Oh, I think I see how that maybe is. Oh, okay. So, this should do this. What I think this is doing is taking, so the output port, exit, dot connection is getting the first thing it's connected to, but I think it's actually getting the port of the first thing it's connected to, and then dot node gets the actual thing, which is interesting, because that means you could have one node that has multiple connections to like the same node, and then depending on which connection it's connected to, you can do stuff with that. Neat. Didn't think about that. Cool. All right, so continuing then. Errors. Yay. Active node dialog. Okay, it seemed to get, I mean, I guess I can't see the names of them, but I think I can maybe assume that it got the right one. But it did get an error of some kind, and Unity editor, Actually, maybe this is fine. Object reference not set to an instance of an object. Wait, maybe draw editors. Oh, was that? Did you just have a problem because I wasn't in this? Or I don't know, but it's probably fine. We're spread at 10. It's fine. Okay, so we got the connections. So we got the first node. So that was our start thing. So now what we want to do is how do I want to do this? So for now, this will have changed this text. Did it actually change this text? I don't think it did. No, it didn't. Never mind. It got a reference to the thing. So now let's get this to change the prompt text. So it's going to have, this is going to need, so public, oh, the active node, this will be private eventually. It's just public so I can see it while we're testing things. So we're going to need public text, which means I'm going to need using Unity engine.ui, have a public text, the prompt text, because it's special. And then I'm going to need a reference to the prefab of the button to spawn it, I think. Public button. In this context, I think I only really need the game object, right? Or maybe in the rect transform? Because I think the... or no, game object, let's say. This is just a prefab to spawn it. This has nothing to do with the actual positions. One hit. Hi, hi. Hello, hello. Button. Not button. It's going to be answer button prefab, I guess. Because then we're also going to have... I'm just going to make I'm making all these public for now so I can see that they're working in the inspector, and then once things are working, then I can make certain things private. Or like hidden in inspector. Okay, so then I need a reference to the prefab, but then I'm also gonna have probably a game object array for all the buttons. Do I need that? I guess I do, because I need to just have a reference to them to delete them. But I don't think I need a reference to the actual button component. I think I just need to change their positions and then like delete them. In fact, I only change their position when I first make the button, so that's not even something I need to continuously get reference to. Otherwise, I might make it a transform, or I don't know. We'll see. So public game object buttons, answer buttons. Okay, something like this, I suppose, where this will eventually be private and this will probably be private. Actually, so I'm gonna just sort them like this. Yeah, eventually these will be private, these will be public. In the end of this. Okay, come on. So now what we want to do is, so here I got the start function. Oh, as soon as I got this, then I should break, because efficiency and all that. So then outside of this, assuming that it found the start node, then prompt text. Being indecisive. Okay. Prompt text dot text will equal wait. No. I don't set the text directly through here. No, I go localization text. I forgot about this. I use localization text, which means that I do not use the UI here. And then prompt text dot text is a different thing in this context, I'm pretty sure. Right? That equals the node's prompt text. Because this is telling it what scriptable object to use. This text is a scriptable object. No, you're not. Oh, no. What? Oops. Excuse me? Oh, it's text localization. I have localized text and text localization as two different scripts. because I can't come up with better names, and they're very similar. Well, one's a scriptable object, and the other is the using it in the scene view. So, or like in the game. So it's weird, and funky, but it works. So this is then text to use. There we go. Equals active node dot. Shoot. So then I need to get on the. What I need to get is this scriptable object specifically. I need to get a reference to this scriptable object. That scriptable object, going back to the, or is going to be where? Prompt text reference. That's what that is. You don't like this. Why? You don't contain a definition. You should. Oh no. Oh no. How do I shoot? Because wait, what? So I have the node get type. So what the problem is right now is just that. What's this? A dialogue system. Okay, so I'm not explaining myself very well. Let me step back and do that while I'm thinking of a potential solution to my problem. Basically, so we have this dialogue system that we made before, but I'm having to make modifications to it. More specifically, this is something that currently only works in the editor, in this thing. We're making it work in the game view by having, like, this will match, these bits of text. Our immediate problem is, well, we have like this. So we have this start node. We have this dialogue node, and it, like, all these connections that go between things. Our immediate problem is getting this text to match this text, because actually, like, they have the same text in there right now, but they aren't actually, like, copying each other properly. Like, if I change one of these, it's not going to change the other. So I need to sync them up. And more specifically, this right here is like a public variable that's a reference to a scriptable object, this guy. I need my code, what I'm currently messing with in code, to get this game object thing, or to get this scriptable object reference. Now, what I immediately, or I'm trying to figure out, going deeper and deeper into like what exactly I'm doing, is that these nodes, so all of them have the type node, but then beyond that, I have two different types of nodes, where I have a dialogue node here, and I have a start node here. So specifically, I need to somehow go from being like, I'm just looking generically at a node, to I'm specifically looking at a dialogue node, so that I can get the variables that a dialogue node has. The problem is that the code, so I didn't actually make the visual stuff with that the nodes and all that. That was from some code that I got from a library thing called Xnode. But the problem is that the problem is that it's very poorly documented. So it's hard to like dig through it and find things that I want to find. But yeah, that's fine. Would get type? Is that going to? Yeah, no, you don't like that. Yeah. Are you still working on AI tag? Not at the moment, and unfortunately not for a while. So I was, and I finished like this demo of it, this Ultra Tag demo, and it's playable. In fact, you can play it right now because it's on itch.io. But it definitely has some problems. Like the AI itself is quite janky, more janky than I would like it to be. And I didn't realize that the file size of the game is absolutely huge. So oops on my part there, but oh well. It's because of all those empty game objects in the scene there. So I was initially so I have a later project in this class where I'll be making, I have to make another bigger game. I originally I was going to be making like Tag Game Part 2, like, you know, continuing working on that game, add more features and all that. But now I'm not sure that I want to do that, and instead I might make just a completely new game for that project, because I think that will be easier. Because of how much of a mess the tag game is right now, trying to invest a lot of time into improving the AI might just be more trouble than it's worth for the sake of this project. For, like, I don't have a lot of time to do it. So I might take one of my other projects and work off of that instead. I'm thinking of using this one project that I started with sort of an anti-gravity driving game thing, where I have a lot of that kind of working. That is also still a little bit janky, if that's the word that I'm using. But again, just not working quite right. But I think that'll be maybe a better thing to go with. That I'll be able to finish something faster. Yeah. And then beyond that, I might continue working on the tag game in my own time. I don't know. I have to really find the time to actually do that. I got a lot of stuff on my plate, project-wise, mainly with all my school stuff, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm definitely, unfortunately, like, before I was pumping up, like, how I was like, oh, I'm super passionate about this game, and oh, it'll be cool, all these different features and all that. But with how poorly how downhill the AI itself has gone, it's made me less enthusiastic about that game, I guess. Maybe if I was able to I don't know, like, if I did do an overhaul on the AI to just use Unity's built-in nav mesh stuff, maybe that would be better. I just don't like how it is currently, with just how broken it feels and how hard it will be for me to try and make it not broken. So yeah, that's that. But we'll see. Maybe I'll revisit it at one point. Okay, so prompt text, let text to use active node. So how do I do this? Can I just oh, could you not do that? Let me look at something that might help here. In that, did I not delete these? Oops. I have some examples here, and I might be able to dig through them to find what I need. What am I looking for? So these are individual nodes. Send signal. What am I looking at? I'm not sure what I should be looking. Which one I should be looking at? Not you. Let's try this one. Well, oh wait, this is just the editor stuff. This might not be what I want. No. This? Nope, definitely not that. This? Nope, still not. So this one does this. Where things like flip-flop, and that does things that are neat and interesting. But what I'm trying to figure out maybe is how does it have one node affect the next? Well, what's the code it has going on there? Although actually I might look at something different. A different example that might be faster for finding this. This is an example that So how does this pass along results? And where would I look to find that? Would it be in here? No. Or maybe in MathNode itself, let's say. Result. Get value. Okay. What am I looking at? That doesn't seem helpful. Yeah, oh no, okay, this is passing along values in a different manner. Where I think this is setting its output thing to equal a value, and this was what is looking at its input thing, seeing what value that is. That's different than what I'm doing, unfortunately. This state machine one only has one type of node, which isn't as helpful. So it does this. So this is actually the thing I used as a template originally, with my dialogue system. So, yeah. Move next. Where is this move next function that you have? On enter, move next. Okay. State graph equals. Oh, wait, never mind. That's not what I thought it was. State node equals connection node as that. Okay, got it. Great. It's just a cast, so you can cast it. Okay. My eye. One memento. So you can cast the node to the I don't know what the proper lingo is, but casting it to whatever its subtype is. Logic node, not you. Okay. So doing this. Active node equals this. I guess all of them are going to be dialogue nodes, so I can actually be more specific and call the active node, calling it dialogue node, and do this as dialogue node. Nope, as dialogue node. Okay, it's not yelling at me yet. So then this will be of type dialogue node. So now I should be able to go something with the word reference in it. Yeah, prompt text reference. Okay, so that might work. Or this will work on start. So ideally, if this works, we're not going to see an actual change. But okay, let me go with this. I'll be able to look around at hierarchy values. Okay, this seems good. Yes, it's correct. Woo. Basically, this saying NPC interaction 1 means that it was a success. Oh wait, no, hold on. Actually, it might not have been. I want to think so, but the better test is having it set to none, and it actually sets that up. What? No. What? What are you talking about? Excuse me? Oh no, I thought it was working. I was overconfident. Oh, I don't get a reference to the prompt text? What? How are you working before? Okay. Was it getting an error before and I just didn't see it? Maybe it was, actually. Okay, now it seems to be working. Yep, it's working now. Booyah. And with that, I'm going to change this to say, like, prompt text so that when I look at this, I know that it's changing properly. And this was answer text. What? Oh, you're updating from this guy. Yeah, you should not do that. Or wait, oops. Answer text. Actually, I will. Yeah, apply to prefab. Yes. All right. Cool. Got that working. All right. Next thing is what? So I want to start, like, sort of do this in order. I want to start by having this button just be a constant thing where when you press it, it goes to the next node of, like, the first one. Like here it would go along here. Here it's going to go along here. If it was here, it would go along the top one. Just have, like, the button makes it just go along to the next node on the top thing. Now, the thing that's going to be weird about this, or potentially problematic, is that this type of node and this is different because it's an array, and it's something called a dynamic node, which is weird. Basically, because when I do this and it makes more, and then I click this and then they go away, that actually that makes these guys a bit different from that one. Like this one being like hard coded versus this one being kind of an array. It might be hard to get these. Well, we're gonna find that out though. So in doing that, I guess I'm gonna start by going just making a variable. Actually, I'm gonna need a the buttons themselves when they get clicked. So do I have the function that gets called on the button itself? If I have the button, that probably makes the most sense. And then that will call something here. Because otherwise I might have to worry about like delegates and stuff like that, and I'd rather not. I'd rather keep things on the simpler side. Not overcomplicate things when I do not need to. Okay, so new script then. Calling it something like answer button. I might just call it that. Yeah. And this is going to have one probably just public function. Actually, wait, hold on, no, I'm going to need start to get the localization thing. But public, come on. Public void something like continue or answer, I guess, something like that. Name of the function doesn't really matter. So now I need to. I eventually will want each button to act differently. So I will probably, for now, I'm going to have a public int for like, what option does this button represent? Like, is it going to continue to option 1, option 2, whatever? Except it's going to start at 0 because Unity arrays, programming in general, you know, arrays starting at 0. I can spell answer equals 0. Definitely better names I could pick here. Let's go pick answer. Answer num. I guess, something like that. So this will do what? It's going to... Okay, so imagining on the dialog panel, I'm going to make a function. This can be public. Void. Oh. Probably like just continue or next node. This is going to do some stuff that I haven't written yet, but I imagine that, or int option. I think all the buttons do is just it's gonna call that dialog panel thing, saying like, hey, move to the next option, move to this option, something like that. So with that being said, this is going to need a reference to that dialog panel. So private dialog panel dialog panel, and then start being like dialog panel equals find object of type. Wait, okay. In theory, this works in this scene. I was about to say like so my way how I usually do this thing is doing something like this. This only works if there's only going to be one dialog panel in a scene, which in theory maybe wouldn't be true. So maybe I shouldn't assume this. You know, for the sake of this testing, it would be fine. But so private. So this is actually going to be like find object in parent or I guess get component in parent. It's going to be dialog panel. That's probably more fine. And actually, I don't know if this is better on performance slightly than the other thing, but whatever. Okay. Did that. So this is just going to go dialog panel dot, what was the name of that function? Next node answer num. Oops. Answer and swir num. All right. So that's all this is gonna do. I just need a place for the to not have to make delegates for the button to each button to keep track of its own option, and then for it to be able to call the dialog panel. Okay. So I have to actually set that up. Let me do that. Like set up the button to actually call that function, because that's a thing one has to do. So from itself. See, like this, I could drag in dialog panel, but these buttons are going to be instantiated, so I'd rather not have to set up this through code, because that requires doing weird delegate things. Again, I'd rather just not do that. But I don't have to. Where's the function name? Why don't I see it in this list? Excuse me? Am I just blind, or am I just not seeing this? What? Oh, did the code error, or no? What? Why am I not seeing this? Answer button. Pick answer. Oh, I didn't add the code here. You know, that's a problem. Answer button. Answer num0. Now you're going to have what I want. There you go. Yes. So now apply this. All right. Then with having that, I think that's actually all the button itself needs, other than being set up a little bit in other places. Like when the dialog panel instantiates the button, might do more things there. But for now, that's fine. So, I guess also the text of the button, knowing what like text to grab. No, the dialog panel, when it instantiates that will probably take care of that. Did I set up the localization thing in the underneath text? I did. I remember that I did. Okay. I won't worry about that yet. I'll worry about that part when I go to instantiate the buttons. Okay, dialog panel. What am I doing now? So next node. Next node is going to do something to do with this. Well, it's going to set the new active node. So active node is going to equal node that we're currently on. Active node dot. For now, I'm just going to say pick the first option. Eventually, it'll be I have to actually pick. I mean, if it's just element of an array, then I can just pass in option. But I worry that that might not be that way. Dynamic outputs. Does dynamic outputs work? Okay, this is where I have to figure this out. If I just go, oh, right, wait, hold on. Shoot, oh no. I don't know the order. Like, okay, I have to figure out the, So with these ports, you can get them through like they all have a certain string name, but I don't have that in this script. I mean, I could get it in theory, but I'd rather not. Don't I have? Wait, hold on. Actually, wait, maybe I do. Dynamic outputs are dynamic? Yes. Yes, they are. So I gotta just make sure I'm getting the right ones. But I have an idea. If I go over to dialog node, it has this list of output ports, and this is like the element. Like this is the list that matters in terms of the order of this. So if I instead go the active node dot output ports, hold on, option, that'll get the element of the array. Wait, why don't you like this? Oh, because it's meant to be square brackets. Dot so now I have the node that I want to go to. Wait a minute. No, I don't. I have the port that I want to go to. So connection. Wait, no, this is the right port, isn't it? Oh. Yeah, no, I think so. So dot connection dot node as dialog node. Dialog node. I hope this is gonna work because it's very funky. It's actually, wait, is it just that? Really? So this is what is the currently active node? get its list of output ports. I forgot that I just had already set that up as a variable, as a list. Get the element of that list, that is option. So now I have the node here. Dot connection goes like, get the thing it's connected to. Dot node, make it a dialog node. Okay, let's see if that works. So that should make it, when I press the button, it should change from where have you been to, oh yeah, got that sorted out. Because that's just whatever example dialogue I put in here. Okay, errors. Yay! Object reference not set to, oh, did I not set up? Oh, I think there's still variables I didn't set up, so let me maybe do that. Or no, never mind. I don't use answer buttons yet. I'm not using active node, or it's a public variable just so I can see the value of it, but it's not something I need to set up ahead of time. And answer button prefab, I mean, okay, to not forget later, I can drag in the reference, but that shouldn't be, like, I'm not using that prefab yet. Great. Wait, was the error happening before or after I press the button? It's when I press the button. Neat. And it's coming from the next node function. Neat. Oh no. Line 35. Oh, of course. So somewhere in this it has a problem. So let me print out different parts of this and see what part of this I'm guessing is returning null. Object reference not set to an instance of an object is usually that. It set up the initial active node, right? Hold on. Because otherwise, like, that would be the part that's returning null. Let me just double check that. In a minute. I think I pressed it. Yep. Okay, so it did set up that as dialog. So that part's not null. Print this part. Here's what I'm gonna do. Actually, I'm gonna do this all together. Oh, come on. This dot connection. I guess I'm just gonna do this. I don't know what part of this is returning null, so I'm just gonna kind of print all of them. Actually, I'm even gonna do this. Let's see. So one of these lines is causing the error. Or let's just see, yeah, how far does it funnel down before it causes an error? Let's find out. Okay. So what does that tell us? So the list was fine. Node port. It's not connection that wasn't fine? Really? Oh. That's not what I was expecting. I was expecting there to be a problem with the list. So 37, that is the line where I do dot connection. Huh. Why would dot connection be null? What? Excuse me? Let me make sure that this is maybe getting the node that I think it's getting. Xnode.node port. Okay. So if I go, so this has a node port. Can I go like .field name? I just want to see that should give some kind of what is it output? It's something like I forget. I'll see in a second. Something that it's like some word space some arbitrary number. Output 0. No, wait, that makes sense. I'm like, wait a minute, is 0 wrong? No, that is what that's supposed to be. Okay, so it is getting the right port, I think. So why do you not have a proper connection thing? Return the first non-null connection. I guess maybe I'm not using this right, or maybe it's just weird with dynamic ports. Get connection index. Get connections. Oh, okay. So get input sum, get output value, get root. Is connected to, is dynamic, is blah, 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 blah. What is verify connections? Oh, checks all connections for invalid references. Okay. Sure. Connection count. I want to output this thing to see that it's not 0. If it's 0, then we have an issue. It's 0, we have an issue. Okay. So interesting. Fascinating. Why? Okay, this might be a thing I Google then. So, Unity Xnode dynamic output connection. Of course, I'm not gonna find this. Figuring out the whole dynamic output stuff was troublesome enough. So why do you not think you have a connection? Let me test something as a test. Oops. If I get the node a different way, because now, so as the test, I know that it's called output 0, but I don't always know that. Like, the number could be, like, anything, kind of. So, but right now for this test, I know it's called output 0. So if I go get output port with the field name being output 0 dot connection count. So in theory, these should be the same. Based on my understanding of this, they should be the same. But I don't want to make assumptions because that could lead to things like me being just wrong, and then yeah. It is different. Why? So I was wrong. This one, interesting. So I was under the understanding that, like, basically this would be the same as this. Like, that they would be getting the exact same node thingy. Weird. Okay, well, now that I know that, I can fix this, because I know at the very least that these share a name. So instead, if I go, I don't need all these print statements. Let me more so modify, like, the area down here where it's actually being used. So active node dot get output port with the name being, with the name being active node dot output ports option dot field name dot connection dot node. Try that mess, and I'm just gonna get rid of all the print statements for now. So, okay, it's weird. Not something I thought I would have had to do, but I guess I do. And I guess I will, and I am. Wait. Okay, well, no errors. Oh, no. Oh, errors after enough time. Okay, I think... Oh, you know what I think happened? I think it actually did... Right, it moved to the next active node, but I didn't update the actual prompt text, and eventually it got to that exit node, and then that was a problem. So, cool. Awesome. Yeah, so now I change the active node, and then I do this again. And now this should work. Maybe, hopefully. So now we should see this change. Oh yeah. That's great, and the error makes sense. I just need like some kind of check for that, or like it being empty means that we've like reached the end of the dialogue. So actually, let me just go How would I best test this? If active node equals null, or actually, would connection be null? Return the first non-null connection. I guess I do gotta test that the connection is fine, or what's the best way of testing this? I'm almost tempted to what's the best way of knowing if there's an ending node? If the connection has no... Right, okay. I'm trying to think of like how can I do this in like a one-line thing, but I think I'll just split this into 2 lines where this connection node port, if this is null, then we've reached the end. Well, okay, I mean, for now I could do like if this is not equal to null, I could do that. But then this is a bunch of like waste of doing this whole thing twice. So it makes more sense to calculate this thing, which is a node port. Connection equals that whole thing, and then go like this. Okay. I was trying to figure out how I could do this in less lines, but like it's fine. It doesn't need to be like one super massive line. It's fine. Okay. So, oops. So now this just shouldn't error when it gets to the end. Good, perfect. I could have a thing where this actually like closes down or something, but no, it's fine. Okay, so with that, prompt text, answer text. Right, what do I want to do next? So we got the prompt text matching what it should. I don't have the button text matching what it should yet, but then I also need the array of buttons that actually affect the options. So I think next, based on the node that we're on, delete and instantiate the buttons. Let's do that. Let's first just instantiate the correct number of buttons, and then I'll figure out how I'm going to offset them. So in start, these are looking like they might actually reuse a decent bit of code. Actually, because the code I'm about to put here for the buttons is probably going to be the same as here. So I'll type it here, and then I might combine them after I figure it out. So to instantiate the buttons, answer buttons, how do I know how many options there are? Do I know this? Do I have to look at what variables I made over here? Over here. So current node num. Wait. What the heck are you? Did I do this? Did I make this at some point? Current node num? Or was that... Oh, that's that's something different. Never mind. That's a completely different thing. That's not like active node. That's actually, that name doesn't make sense for what it is, I'm pretty sure. Wait a minute. Port num is actually, I think, the better name for that. Yes. Because that's what it is. Okay. So, what do I do next? Hey. I need to. How do I know? I need to know how many ports there are because that's just num choices. Oh wait, I mean, I didn't look at the right thing. Do I already set that up? Let me make sure that I actually... Because there's a decent bit of, like, old code. Like, I tried to do a thing, and then I changed the thing. I need to make sure that num choices, I actually made that variable and used it correctly. Num choices. Okay, there we go. So it's that, simply. Cool. I mean, I could have looked at actually maybe the number, the size of the output port list. Actually, now that I think about it, that would have also worked. But I have num choices as a number, so that makes the most sense to use. So for, oops. Oh boy, okay. For int I equals 0, I is less than num choices. Active node, that's it. Active node dot num choices I plus plus. Wah. Then active node. Wait. So for that, instantiate the button. Answer button prefab. Oh right. Wait. Position and stuff. I won't worry about that yet. I just want to get the right number to exist. I'll worry about that in a minute. Although I imagine I'll have to figure something out. I might need basically like probably like a public int for like a button offset. It'll just be the same for all of the buttons regardless of how big they are, just to keep it kind of simple. So instantiate this, but I'm going to actually go... Oh, I need to add this to this. I could make this a list. Yeah, this would probably just be faster if I make this a list. Then I just add and remove rather than having to do more complicated things. Okay. So... Nope, come on. Answer buttons.add instantiate blah. That's all I have to do. And answer buttons dot add all that stuff, and then that will just instantiate them, but it's just not going to do anything to their positions. So it's going to make two in the same place. In fact, I don't even know if it's going to make him here. It might make them at like 0, 0, so it might be down here or something. Private int. In this case, I want it to be public because this is something I actually want to mess with in the inspector. So, yeah. Like, or not there. Where is it? Maybe over here. Oh, shoot. They're not even in the... Oh, no. They're not even in the canvas. That's a problem. Okay. First of all, let me... Yeah. So I'm going to actually delete the button now. Or that. So I need it to be a child object of dialog panel, preferably. So the parent is actually going to be this game object. So now I do this transform, actually. The transform that this bit of code is on. So that'll do that. Let's just see what that does. In but a moment. There we go. Okay, so cool, did that. It made two buttons. They're in the exact same place. I can move them and then, yeah. Noish. So now I want this one to be like here. So let's say that was an offset of 200, 210, 220, 225. Sure. So private public int. Yes, that is obviously the answer. Okay, I also actually just have to set the text, but I'll worry about that. Let's do the positioning first. So 225. I mean, okay, that just means that I'm going to have this have an offset of 225, I suppose. But now I got to use that in code somewhere. Somehow, some way. So these are rect transforms, so they're like weird. Okay, let's go rect transform. Answer buttons as rect transform. I actually don't know if that's going to work that way. No, I have to do a .get components. So get the rect transform, which is basically like a 2D transform for like 2D things, mainly like canvas UI stuff. Okay, so do that, and I don't care about its initial position; it'll be all zeros or whatever. But then I want to go answer. Oh, why are you weird? Take the one that we just made. Oh, shoot, yeah. I'm gonna need to hold on. I need to make a temporary game object thing for the new one. Rect transform new button equals this whole thing. And then eventually I'll add new button, but before that I need to do stuff to the new button to set it up. Also got to set up the number of its what option it is, and then set up its text. So yeah, so new button dot, is it Y pause? What's your, it's not just position, or is it? This is weird. What is hold on. In regards to the button, it has this, so, well, it's XYZ. Oh, maybe it is like a position, but it's, the anchors make it weird, but hopefully, let's just see, let me just try position. Position.y equals, I can't just set the Y position directly on a rect transform, can I? Offset, answer offset times I. I can't set this directly, right? It's, yes, equals, actually, vector3.up would work in this case. Oops, times, because that vector3.up is a vector that's 0, 1, 0, and that happens to be exactly what I want. So, yeah, I'm hoping so anyway. Let's try this. So what this should do is make two buttons that are like blah and blah. Okay. Well, that's what I was afraid of. It, I think, went to the, like, Unity global, like, positions like 0 and 200 or something, or, like, the fact that if you see up here how these, oh, shoot, it's behind my head. My bad. This transform here, how these are weird numbers, I want the first one to have a position of 0, 0, 0, and the second one to be, I guess, 0, negative 225, 0. So actually, I guess I would have to make that y value negative, but that's, if I can get it to be positive 225, I can flip it around. That's easy. So this is weird because of anchored stuff. So is it not anchored position? Oh, maybe it is. Oh, I mean, it's that easy. Fair enough. Times, let's just go to, yeah, negative answer offset. Yep. Let's do this. Oh, wait, did it not? I said, let's do this. Oh, it may have misclicked the button. Booyah. Awesome. That's amazing. Woo. Nice. One thing I'm just going to actually change now that I think about it is that going vector3.down is the same thing. So, like, very minor change, but, yeah. Okay. So, cool. We have the buttons. What next? Next, we need to set the text of the button itself. Yeah. So, new button dot get component, the script that's on it, answer button dot option. I'd set the option number and the text itself. Oh, what? That's this dot answer num equals I in this case. I don't have to. I'm gonna have to get the component twice, so I might as well save that. Answer button and answer button equals all dish diff, and then use this variable here, and then this dot text to use. Oh no, wait, it's not that. I have to get to set the text. I have to get the a different script actually. So never mind. yeah, I take back what I said. So this, but then new button dot get component in children. It's text localization. Is that what I called it? I believe that's that script. Hopefully so. Dot text to use. Yeah, it is. Equals. What text does it use now? Oh no. This gets more tricky. Let me comment this out for a second. So what I'm now doing is telling the text itself. Okay, in a moment. If I go into the prefab real quick. This text itself, this text to use here, what text from the dialogue system it's supposed to currently be. I still can't understand how you guys are so good at this, because practice and experience and all that. I didn't understand this dialogue system at all when I was starting to figure out how it all worked. It took hours and hours of figuring it out and running into lots of issues in doing so. And again, when I'm the one who's programmed this system, I understand better how it works than any outsiders trying to like understand someone else's code. That is just often how that is. So, yeah. But right now specifically, I need to get these bits of text. Actually, I have a list for that, don't I? I think so. Gotta also remember he's a senior comp sci major. He isn't trying to learn it himself. Yes, that is also true. I'm in school for this, and this is a school project. That's a vacuum. That's fine. Okay, so yeah, so that also, yeah, factors into things. Also, again, hello, Solstice didn't even say that. Other thing as well is that I did not make the visual part of this. This visual stuff that looks really cool, I didn't make this. I just learned how to use it. So yeah, that's that. So now dialogue. What am I doing now? I said I want to get. I need to get the element of this list. So that's the list I think I have on the dialogue nodes. Dialogue text references. Beautiful. Good job, past me. For whatever. Just making that list in a way that makes it easy for me to now modify it here. So, or to get the elements of that list. Except that's gonna be active node dot dialogue text references at element I think. Something along those lines. Is that gonna work? If that works, then we're almost done with this. Which is crazy. I have till about half an hour to finish this, if I want to finish it in this live stream. So let's see if this works. Booyah! Okay, so to match, let me just put this down here so we can see what the text should be equaling at the different points in time. So let's go to this one. Right. Wait, I didn't set up the text like all I know to do is int and string. Well, that's two things that you know that people who don't program don't know. So, or something like that. Yeah. Do you mean a piece of string? Oh. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so we did that. Now I forgot that I only made it work for one button. Where are you? It's over here. I made this work for like the initial case, the initial like when going into start mode or into play mode. I know Unity lingo, but now I gotta make it work for just as part of next node, which I think is just gonna be a matter of this. Oh, in a second. Except I need to delete the old buttons. Right. There's also definitely a point here where I can probably put this in a function to combine that stuff. So void setup text or something like that. I probably copy this in here. Nope, not active node. Nope, come on. I'm waiting for it to, yeah. Setup text. And then up here we can probably do the same. Nope, come on. Nope. Get the whole line, thank you. Now this is gonna go here, and I'm pretty sure this was the same. Yeah. Cool. So now the one change that needs to happen though with next node is that it needs to delete the old buttons. So for how do I want to do this? Do I just need to delete the buttons? Is just deleting the buttons fine? I think so. So I think I can actually use a for each loop. For each, you're not of type button. What is your type? Rect transform. Rect transform button in, or I'm gonna call it answer button because I don't like having the word button like with that because there's a type in Unity called a button, but I'm not using that specifically. It's a button, but it's not that like UI type thing or whatever. Answer button. Button, if I can spell, that usually helps. Oh my gosh. Okay, for answer button in answer button prefab. Not prefab, answer button. Where's that list? What's the name of the list? What's the name of the list? Answer buttons. Just, answer buttons. Go through this list, and for each thing, game object dot, no. Or, wait, destroy? Is it just destroy? I need the game object, so it's going to be answer button dot game object. Why don't you like this? Why? Oh, because I didn't spell this right. I'm like, something's not right here. Yes. Like, it wasn't autofilling, so I knew something was up. Destroy that, and then at the end of this, clear the actual list itself. Answer button. Why can't I... Whatever. Why can't I type things correctly? I'm just fat fingering all of this. That should work, though, I think. So, if that works, then we're basically done here, which would be pretty cool. Fingers crossed. Okay. Where have you been? So, going straight to the second option. Oh, yeah. If I go down here, this will cause like a restart thing. Restart. Yes. Yes. I can go up here, vote it out. Just having a single option thing, then end. End does nothing. That's fine. I don't need this to actually like close out of anything. Yeah. Okay. I mean, okay, if I really wanted, I could probably, actually, yeah, I will do this because I think I could do it in like one line. Where when we do this, if this is not equal to null, do this. Else, actually, if I'm going to have an else, then I might as well go. Actually, I don't even need the equals null because I can do like, if connection, do this. Else. Wait, what? Why don't you like that? What? Oh, you don't have a way of, because you're weird. You're a weird data type. Fine. Okay. So I guess I do have to actually put null explicitly. You just don't have to do that with like game object references usually. Okay. Blah. So if connection equals null, then that means we've hit an exit node, which I think I'm just gonna go gameObject.setActiveFalse. Just kind of turn off the dialog system. It's gone. That's all. Good day, sir. Yeah. All right. Second time I've quoted a movie in this stream, just randomly. All right. So now we go up here, and there we go. Woo. I mean, I could, okay. I just got the idea of doing something silly of just, so I have this face here. I was like, it'd be funny if I just kind of activated this when the thing turns off, but nah, I should probably keep this to some level of professionalism. I mean, I could just have the text be like this. I don't know. The person marking this, I don't know to what degree they're, I don't know their sense of humor, so I probably shouldn't. Yeah. Okay, bye, Reginald. Let's just keep it like this, so that's fine. So with that, are we done here? I think so. Is there anything else I missed? This goes through the text. I can change the text and that doesn't break things. With start node, I don't need an end node. There could be multiple end nodes now. There does need to be the one start node just to know like what is meant to be the start of the tree, I guess. I mean, I could try to do something of like, what's the leftmost thing? But like, I want to be able to have like, hypothetically, you could have this really crazy dialogue system and just, yeah. You just need one start node. If you have multiple, that's a problem. I guess should I do any error checking? I could do error checking for, like, there shouldn't be more than one start node. Yeah. There shouldn't be more than one start node. If there's, multiple start nodes, that's a problem. Like, there needs to be only one and only one. If there's 0 start nodes, that's a problem. If there's 1 start node, that's a problem. Do I make these assumptions? I guess I might as well just do a little bit of, Or I won't worry, if there's multiple start nodes, it's just going to pick the first one it finds, because that's easier. But I'll just say that, like, if at the end of this it did not find an active node, if active node is false, or if active node, else, print just something like, I might find a code camp. Ooh, neat. Cool, good luck with that. That might, yeah, help with being a better programmer or what have you. I've done some, like, I mean, I've been doing coding in school, so there's that. I don't want to waste money. Fair enough. Yeah. I mean, you can, I don't know, try to find other online tutorial type things that might help with things. I started learning Python through a website called Computer Science Circles. I think I've showed you it before at a stream a while back. That's where I started my programming journey, and then moved to Unity at some point, and then just tutorials after tutorials for years on end. Yeah. But, okay, so what was I doing here? So I was going to say, starting node not found. Just do something like that. And then actually this should probably, to prevent errors, actually, funny enough, like I could have this script just turn itself off, but actually these will never run because if this ran, then it never instantiated the buttons. So online ain't cutting it. Fair enough. Yeah. I imagine, yeah, having more in-person people to talk to or whatever that can help, I guess. Then what kind of programming you want to learn one hit? I'm pretty sure he's trying to learn like Unity stuff primarily, like programming in C# Unity kind of stuff. Although I don't know if maybe taking a step back from Unity and trying to learn more just general programming stuff might help. Yeah, I don't know. C# for Unity? Yeah, I was right. Anyway, okay, so with this, I think this dialogue system is done. I'm trying to think, is there anything I've really missed? I don't think so. Other than, shoot, no, well, okay. I gotta make like a little README file about how this works. I don't think this one needs to be as descriptive as the other one, because it builds off of the other one. Darn, yeah. Like, I don't want to do this, but I have to. Okay, so let me copy my README from that other one. Paste that in here. Paste. Oops, I have a build there that I actually don't want to be there. Oh, I guess actually, you know what, this is, you know what, I will do this. I just want to test, does this work in a build? Or build and run over here. Build path does not exist. Well, oh, right. Well, right. Yes, because I deleted that folder. That would make sense. Build blarg. I'd focus on C# specific tutorials first. Anything Unity specific usually is pretty, or anything Unity specific usually is pretty bad on the programming side. So I agree in some aspects that yes, Unity focused tutorials don't go into the programming too much, or maybe not as much as they should. But finding C# tutorials that have nothing to do with Unity, there's definitely some weird, some certain advanced parts of programming that you don't go into as much with Unity, like more like weird stuff with having like a main class and then like calling other classes and that sort of stuff. If all you need to know is like update function, this runs every frame. Like there's definitely things like when you look at the Unity specific side of things that could make some things easier for a beginner maybe, or to not have to fully understand those concepts necessary. I don't know what I'm saying, but this is working. Yeah, blah blah blah. That seems to work. There's no way to exit this, but that's okay. It's fine. I don't know if it really. Okay, it's good that it runs in a build, but I don't think, as far as them marking it is concerned, I don't think they are gonna put it in a build. Whatever. I just wanted to see for my own, because I can. See, that was working. When people make Unity tutorials, they usually assume you already know how to code. A little bit, yeah. I just want to make a game. Oh, yeah. I mean, they're just, yeah, making games, yeah. So, I was gonna say something. I forgot what it was. I mean, there's definitely like you could probably search up like programming in Unity tutorials, like something along those lines, and then find Unity-centric tutorials that are about C# programming. I don't know to what help that would be. I mean, there's this really great guy on YouTube. His name's Cyberchroma. Don't know if you've ever heard of him, but I'm kidding. I haven't made any like. I've made some tutorials that have heavy programming elements, but I don't think I haven't made a dedicated programming tutorial necessarily. Just one, just making one game. Fair enough. You were trying to make like a first-person shooter type thing, right? Is that the game you're talking about, where you made like crouching and all that sort of stuff? Yeah. Okay, so but this though, so I think I can gonna delete this. So I guess I didn't really need to copy any of that over, but whatever. Don't you have a Discord, Cyber, one where you can ask game dev questions? That I have, and if you want the link to that, I can go and do a little bit of bois and a little bit of wait, how do I do this? This and a little bit of bois. I think I've watched them all. Of my videos or of just like bajillion random game dev tutorials on the internet. But yeah, I have a Discord if you want to ask questions about game dev stuff. I mean, One Hit also could ask questions and all that, and I'm pretty good at answering them. Yeah. Oh, I mean, okay, there's definitely lots of times where like someone asks the questions and I'm like sleeping at the time, and then I wake up and it's like, oops, already solved it, whatever. They're like, oops, I was late on answering that, but oh well. Here is my dialogue system that, oh, wait, hold on, I gotta test something. I forgot that I didn't even show the fact that this works with different languages in terms of, like the actual, like, yeah. Bam, French. I stuck this stuff into Google Translate, so I don't know how entirely accurate it is, but hopefully it's decent. Does this change mid-thing? It does. That's awesome. I don't need the changing language to work in-game. I mean, it does if I just put a button that just changed that drop-down list, but like, this is fine. I could make new languages, but I'm not going to do that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I completely forgot to even test that. But thankfully, that works fine. So cool. That's the entire reason why it uses a bunch of scriptable objects instead of just strings, because a scriptable object has like the string for English, the string for French or whatever, and then it has an active language, and then it accesses the right element of that list. That's just how that's done. And it being in scriptable objects also means that like I can change whatever text I want without worrying about what scene I'm in. In the hypothetical example of like, I got this game with 1,000 scenes and I want to change this bit of dialogue or whatever, right? So here's my dialogue system that makes use of the localization system. So the person marking this will be the same person who would have just marked the localization system part. So I don't need to go into depth on all that part, more so the dialogue system. What do I explain here? Oh, hold on. Okay, so I just need to like explain, how this works, in a very rough sense, enough that's, yeah, good enough. But I don't know how to start with this. Oh wait, another thing I completely forgot to do. Now that I think I'm done with this, I'm gonna delete these examples. Can I delete all these examples? Is this probably fine? I don't think this is gonna break anything, so I hope I won't regret this. And it will be in my recycling bin if I do. I think I can delete all those examples, and that's fine. Please don't break everything. Are you good? You're good, no errors? Good, yes. Getting the warning of that it wants me to update Unity. And I'll do that eventually. But not now. Okay, everything's good here. Everything seems good. I still have the sprite of Rotten Reginald. Maybe I, yeah, don't do that. Just, okay, yeah, okay. So here's my dialogue system, which makes use of the localization system. Making use of the Xnode library. I think I have ADHD. Fair enough. I probably do it a little bit too. Making use of the Xnode library. What am I trying to say here? How am I trying to word this? I got about 15 minutes to finish this. Well, I have to go, and then I will come back, and then I can finish it, but it'd be nice to finish this beforehand. Making use of the Xnode library, this, okay. How do I introduce the dialogue system? This feels like writing my essay all over again. No, I thought I was done with this. Need to visit the doctor, gotta go. All right. Oh, JK. Okay. Well, all right. Fair enough. Make use of the Xnode library. Okay. Okay. There is dialogue graph that makes use of a system of nodes. 14K? That doesn't look like a 14 to me. Am I looking at the right side? This doesn't look like a 14K to me. Neither does this. As I just look up the ceiling. Poor keyboard. Oh, this? Yeah. Oh, it is quite close to the mic, but oops. Oh well. That's fine. It's fine. There is a makes use of nodes to I don't need to I don't need to explain this thoroughly in terms of like what is a dialogue thing? What is English? What are words? What is a dictionary? More so I more so need to explain like the just like a quick like few sentences about how this works and how it connects to the thing, the hierarchy. 14K channel points? Oh, cool. Neat. How many Rubik's Cubes do you want to redeem? Don't. No. I can, if someday you have someone that just like redeems that like 100 times in a row or something, like oh god, oh no. I mean, I guess I would have to keep true to that, but yeah. No. How high is the I forget how I set those channel points, or how many are what? 500 is Rubik's Cube. 100,000 is I'll play a horror game. Yes, there we go. Okay. Fair enough. All right, that's that. Okay, I suck at these kind of things. One part I have to have at the end is like stuff talking about like biggest challenges with this, which like I can ramble about that. Definitely the biggest challenge here was figuring out how to use the Xnode library. I found that it was very poorly It's very, very poorly documented in some areas. Not across the board, but yeah, in some areas. One thing I really struggled. Exclamation mark follow age. Is that I don't have a lot of like those things set up. Whatever's there by default is there, but like yeah, uptime. I've been up for 2 hours and 2 hours and 74 minutes, 47 minutes. Again, brain oozing out ears. One thing I really struggled with was setting up the array of output nodes and formatting them nicely. That was definitely, I struggled so much with that. Basically, you can collection to nodes to create a sequence of dialogue with choices. Okay. I kind of want to explain, like, mainly the main thing I want to explain is, like, looking at one node, here's what the different parts of it are and what they mean. That's the main thing I'm trying to get into with my explanation. So, in a dialog graph, there are two types of nodes. A start node, a single start node to dictate the beginning of the dialog tree. And not really a dialog tree because it loops. So technically, it's not really a tree. The dialog system. Beginning of the dialog event, dialog sequence. I don't know, something like that. It's fine. And many dialog nodes that keep track of the. They don't keep track of the text necessarily, but and many dialog nodes. And many dialog nodes. Next sentence, expand. So in a dialog node, there is header or first the first field or the prompt text followed by an array of answers. And then I can expand on that. Of answers. How much time I got? 10 minutes. All right, I can do this. I have that backwards. Wait. Yes. An array of answers. For each bit of text, there is a reference to an associated scriptable object for the text to use. That makes sense. There's a reference to an associated scriptable object for the text to use for this piece of dialogue. When a reference is dragged in, can then change the text in the script, the text from the. Oh, good day, Luska the Great. Hello, welcome to the stream. We're just finishing up this dialogue system thing. It's pretty cool. I'm just writing up a bit of a README file of how it works because this is an assignment that I have to submit. So I have to do this. It's close to being done, and I got 9 minutes to finish it, because actually I have to go in 9 minutes. So yeah, but I'll be back at some point. When a reference is dragged in, you can then change the text from, what was I just writing? From the scriptable object, right in the node itself, and the scriptable object updates accordingly. Okay, nice indeed. I'm hoping later today to also set up my one emote that I still have yet to do. That I'm gonna join a course on full stack development. Ooh, interesting. I hope I don't go crazy with all the networking stuff. I hate when it doesn't work. Oh, networking stuff is weird and complicated. I was doing stuff with that before. Actually, you may have been at one of the streams before when I was doing that networking stuff. Using the TCP protocol to make a chat program thingy with like a server and clients and all that. I'm actually going to be having to continue that assignment in a future assignment where I'll be having to change it from using the TCP protocol to the another one, UCP, something like that. A different one that's just more complicated. So I have that to look forward to in the next few weeks. Yay! I don't know. I have a bajillion thing. UDP, probably. That is probably the correct one. The one that has to do with where you send packages and like, there's a lot of back and forth between the server and the client about making sure that things arrive properly, and then if things don't arrive properly, then accounting for that and doing things. So yeah, so that's something. Okay, so what was I doing now here? So I don't know when I'm actually gonna do that project. I've got a bajillion things on my plate to get done in different order. So I'll be getting everything done one by one. UTC/UDP are the usual things you unlock on the router ports and use in peer-to-peer. Fair enough. Well, that's basically what I've had to sort of program stuff that replicates what that's like, UCP or TCP and UDP. So yeah. I mean, all localized on one computer, so it's not exactly the same, but like it's, getting the idea of it, I guess. What was I doing? So, and the scriptable object updates accordingly. For the choices, adding a new choice will simply add new elements to the, hold on, how do I word this? Like adding a new choice makes a new thing, but it's not as simple as a new element to one array. There's like 3 arrays that you have to change. These are all kind of independent and weird, but it's fine. So for the choices, adding a new choice will simply add a new field to put text in and press back. Hello. I'm Brandon. Ha 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 ha. Dad jokes. Okay. We'll simply add a new field to put in with each field having a red X beside it. That will delete that node and maintain the order of the rest. That's a weird sentence, but it works. It's fine. Oh no. No, don't do this to me. What's wrong with you? Why are you breaking? Oh no. What? Oh no. We're just gonna kind of hope that I can fix this. Or that may have been bad. I'm sorry for what? Prompting me to make bad jokes. Oh no. I'm gonna hope this problem wasn't happening before. If I just rebuild this this specific node, it may have been something that broke from recompiling code, and not like now that it's compiled and everything's all good, things won't break. That's what I'm gonna hope, and yeah, we're gonna hope that it's fine. Do I have to rebuild any of these later ones? Hopefully not. Whoops. Okay. No, you're fine. Okay, it's fine. See, it's fine now. So, okay. Whew. Just some weird thing that broke when I recompiled code. It's fine. I'm going to hope that it's fine. We're going to pretend it's fine until I am told that it's not. Okay. So is this done? Is this explanation all good? The red X beside it, that will delete that node and maintain the order of the rest. Oh, I should explain the actual, how the game view uses the nodes. And I got like 3 minutes to do this. Okay, I might be able to leave at 12:10, but then I'm really pushing it, so I'd prefer to not. Okay, so it's really quickly. So dialog panel. In the game, a dialog panel. Log panel. Wait, don't I have? Oh shoot, I have things here that I meant to make private. So hold on, that is one thing I meant to change. Just the this can be private. I think this can be private. This can be private if I get a reference to the prompt text manually. So prompt text equals get component in children localization, text localization, game in the. Sure. You're mocking my half sentence that I wrote in the text thing. Okay, just doing like this. This is fine because no buttons exist at this point in time. So prompt text will be the only one there. Okay. Gotta hurry, gotta hurry, gotta hurry. In the game, a dialog panel will get a reference to a dialog graph. To dialog graph, and on start, set up. Wait, find the starting node to set up the prompt text and generate buttons for the different options. The dialog then keeps track of the current states of the current node to move through the dialog. Oh, different to move through the dialog system. Okay, that's probably good. I think that explains that. Cool, good. I think we're good. So it's noon. I gotta go. So we'll be ending the stream off. But I think this is done, and I will submit this. And I think everything's all good. Let me do one last double check. When I made those things private, please tell me things didn't break in game. No, no, don't do this to me. I didn't think anything would actually break. Oh no, why? Why would you do this to me? No. I could undo what I did. Those things being public isn't necessarily a problem, but what broke why? No. Null references. I don't like null references. Why? Why did you do this? Oh, that's an alarm. Hold on. Oops, that was my alarm clock. That is the, yeah, I really gotta go. No, I wanted this to be done. What broke? What broke? If I undo what I just did, do really, there's no way this should unbreak this. Weird, ouch. I just, yeah, leap towards my alarm clock there. But also ouch at, yeah, this. If I undo that code and this works, why? Oh, because I have to, because I undid that code, I have to redrag in the references, right? Prompt text is this. Answer buttons is empty. An empty list. Active node is nothing. What's your problem? Too bad I was 3 hours late. Not a problem. Why is it working now? What's the difference? Okay. Okay, I'm guessing it has to do with the dialogue thing. Oh, maybe this didn't get it correctly. These I can make private for sure. If I can make these two private, I'm fine with leaving the other one being public. Let me just kind of adjust this. I guess. I usually I like I don't like my order of variables there, but it's fine. It's okay. It's not a problem. Please tell me this will work. In but a momento, please. No. Why? Why? Why do you have problems? Why you don't like? What could you have a problem with? Hold on. Don't tell me that having the list being public versus private changes something about it. If it does, then I will say I don't care, it's fine. But I want to know which of those two is the problem. Okay, let's, again, do this quickly, because I don't got a lot of time here. Okay, we're just not going to worry about whatever that problem is. Why? If I'm not selected on it, it's still fine. Well, this is done. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna hope that's fine. It's probably okay. It's weird that this being public or private is causing weird things to happen, but frankly, I'm okay with that. So I think we're done with this. Yeah, we're done with this dialogue system. Woo! Unfortunately, that means I also have to leave. All right, well, thanks for dropping by One Gaming. You know, rule number 1 of coding: if it works, don't change it. Yes, that's what I'm applying right now. So, but what was I about to say? Unfortunately, this is gonna be the last time we touched Unity for a little bit because I have a bajillion other things to do beforehand. But the next thing we're going to be doing is a DS game. We're going to be making a game that could, in theory, run on a DS. And more specifically, we're probably going to get to run on like a DS emulator thing. So look forward to that. And then further than that, we're actually going to be making 3 DS games back to back to back. Of like increasing difficulty. Homebrew, yeah, that's what we're going to be using. I've never used it before, so it's going to probably start by me struggling to figure out how to set it up at all. So yeah, we get to look forward to that. That'll probably be, I don't know if it's going to be later today. I got some other things to do later today, so we'll see. It'll either be later today or tomorrow, but we will figure that out. You got a R4 card or similar? I don't know what that means, so I couldn't tell you. I'm very I haven't looked into this at all, this like DS game stuff. Or I did a little bit like a month ago. So I really have to refamiliarize myself with anything to do with this DS game stuff. It's like a DS game with a micro SD slot, a 3DS. Interesting. I don't know if 3DS has micro SD card or any. I do not know. I mean, I don't actually have a DS on me right now. I do, but not here. So I'm not going to actually get to like run this on my DS. Or I have a 3DS specifically. But no, it's just going to be all within my computer. But like it hypothetically could. But that's still going to be cool enough. Hopefully, we'll see how much of a pain it is to actually make the things I end up making. I know the first game is going to be a little like Galaga, but really dumbed down. Or specifically, no, not like Galaga, like. You in a spaceship flying this way with barrels coming at you, only using one screen for now. So that's going to be that. I don't know what the second and third games are, but they'll get like increasingly more complex. So with I might get some like choice to some degree, but we'll see. Now, the one thing I really need to make sure not to do is that with my tag game, I went really above and beyond. We're like, I'm going to make this super complicated stuff that isn't even what the assignment is asking for. And I definitely regret that because I wasted a lot of time that I could have spent with other like projects and all that. I don't have a lot of time, so I really unfortunately need to kind of do like the bare minimum for these projects if I want to finish them all. We'll still be making some cool things, but not necessarily as extravagant as the super custom AI pathfinding system. Like, but we'll still make some cool things. It's just more stuff that is gonna adhere to the assignment thing. Like this assignment, this was me doing the bare minimum, and look, we made some cool things here. If I wanted to go above and beyond with this, I would have made like, here's a little like platformer game where there's NPCs that you talk to that like give this dialogue. But you can imagine how above and how way too much work that is for what I need to make here, right? Which, like, yeah. I don't have time to do that as much as I would like to do that stuff. So I really need to actually, finish everything that I have the same problem with my Unity game, focus too much on making all the code myself. I'm still creating the code for the map spawn. Exactly. But see, it's fine if I'm doing something like that with my own personal project or whatever. But with this, because it's school things that I do got to get done eventually, and I'm on a time limit for, actually submitting all this stuff on time. Not just these projects, but I got a boatload of a bunch of different school things to work on that I got to get all of them done. So I got to really be quick about getting these things done so I can have more time to get the other stuff done. So, yeah. But anyways, I'm very much over time, so I got to get going. And then we'll be doing that stuff whenever I come back. So, yeah. Cool. I also have to actually submit this. I'll do that. But anyways, end things off. But yeah, thank you all for dropping by. See you around. Have a good day. You too and all that. Nice to see you. Yeah, it's nice to be streaming again. I wasn't streaming for like a week because I was busy with like schoolwork that I couldn't necessarily stream and like studying for a midterm and all that. It's great to be back, and hopefully I will be continue to do more streaming stuff over the next little bit. It'll be nice eventually when I can get into doing more streams that are like my actual personal projects, like an abstract adventure and stuff like that. But we'll get there eventually. Hopefully. Anyways, so that'll do it for this live stream. If you liked it, look forward to more. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you around. All right, bye.